Welcome. I'm Dr. Brown, and in this video, I'll be discussing just who is prone to insulin resistance. So how do you know you have insulin resistance? After all, there are no exact symptoms, and there is no insulin resistance test per se. Well, some of the telltale indicators can be determined from a blood test. These will be high triglycerides, a poor good to bad cholesterol ratio. However, blood labs are not required to determine insulin resistance. Other indicators are high blood pressure, a history of diabetes in your family, a diet high in sugar and carbs, lots of junk and processed foods, lack of sleep, and sometimes, but not always, excess weight, particularly around the waist. Based on research from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, we see that insulin resistance is high in overweight individuals, yet we now know that it's not simply the increase in weight that matters, but where this weight is located that really matters. Of all the signs of insulin resistance, increased waist circumference is the most significant risk factor. One thing that this tells us is that whether or not a person looks overweight or what the bathroom scale tells us is nowhere near as important as where that excess weight is located. The reason that having extra weight around the waist is a sign of insulin resistance is that it has been determined through extensive research that the trouble with increased waist circumference is that it's not limited to the extra layer of padding located just below the skin. It also includes visceral adipose, which lies deep inside your abdomen, surrounding your internal organs. Regardless of your overall weight, having a large increase in waist circumference increases your risk of many diseases such as cardiovascular disease, insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, colorectal cancers, sleep apnea, premature death from any cause, and high blood pressure. The reason behind this is that it means that you have more adipose around the abdominal organs, especially the liver. You've probably heard of fatty liver. Well, this is a type of adipose referred to as active adipose and can release fatty acids and inflammatory hormones like pro-inflammatory cytokines into the body. This is not a good thing. So the million-dollar question becomes, does excess waist circumference lead to insulin resistance, or is it the other way around? It does seem that it's the excess weight around the waist that is the culprit. At this point, we see that you do not have to be obese to have insulin resistance. Not all people who are obese have insulin resistance, and vice versa. A September 2021 study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism showed that about 40% of Americans aged 18 to 44 probably have insulin resistance, and nearly half of them are not obese. Beyond weight, other factors can lead to insulin resistance, including genetics, environmental factors, eating habits, physical activity, stress, and sleep. In upcoming videos, I will be offering specific strategies to reduce and eliminate insulin resistance using the Align Brooklyn 5 Pillars of Wellness model. These are nutrition, movement, mindset, sleep, and environment. So stay tuned, and until next time, stay well.